Hey friends, welcome back and happy almost New Year. It's week 3 of the Align Your Year Challenge. So today we're diving into digital planning and goal setting, all in my favorite productivity tool. Can you guess it? Notion. I first started using Notion back in 2019, and since then I've gone on to create lots of different video content on Notion. I've set up some incredible life-changing systems for myself and for my biz. I've come out with lots of different templates as well as courses, all hosted in Notion. So needless to say, Notion has been a really impactful, integral part of my digital life, and I'm so excited to share that Notion is sponsoring today's video. It's a full circle moment for this Notion girly, so let's dive into today's video. It feels good to be back and to do a screen recording. I love doing walkthroughs of Notion and the systems that I built because I use them every single day, whether it's with my team or in my personal life. And it's been a minute since you've been inside of my Life Hub. From the outside, there's not very much that looks different, but I can assure you all of these different dashboards and lists are quite full, especially my Korean dramas list. I have definitely made a dent in my Korean drama watch list. That's a story for another day. Today we're doing a plan with me. We're planning for the new year. Let's dive in and start filling out 2023. If I didn't already say this template is a part of my Design Your Year Notion pack. All right, let's just fill this out in real time. Word for 2023. I've been thinking about this, and I think the word that feels most aligned for this year is connect. For the latter part of 2022, I really started to feel disconnected. Life, work, house, all of that started to feel really busy, and it really consumed me. I started to feel disconnected not only from myself, but also from Andrew, my partner. I felt disconnected from my community. I felt disconnected from social media and just the feeling of showing up as my most authentic self. Everything just started to feel misaligned, disjointed, not connected. Then I got sick, like very sick, the sickest I have ever been in my entire life. It wasn't any of the things that we all know about. I don't know what it was, but I was super sick for like 14 days. I'm really hoping that 2023, I go in with the intention to reconnect to the things, the people, the places that bring me a lot of joy and make me feel like my fullest, most aligned self. That's my word here. I'll go in and put the definition and all that later. That's the first thing I do. I choose my word of the year. It's kind of like my intention for the year, setting the tone, if you will. The next thing I do is write out my goals. So I'm just gonna brain dump all of my different goals. Transparently, this may not be my full list of goals because some goals are private from the internet. How much is too much? So the first goal that I want to set is I want to plan a killer itinerary for South Korea. I'm going to South Korea in April. It's going to be a big trip, and I want to make sure that I take the time to research because Korea is one of those places that, I mean, you could show up and see how it goes, but with the language barrier, I just want to make sure that I spend my time wisely and I get to do all the things that I want to do. I have a travel template that I've been creating. I'll be sure to share that with you all, and maybe I'll make a video on how I planned for my month-long trip to Korea. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see that. I want to get back into weekly Korean lessons. I had lessons once or twice a week for a couple months, and then when we were moving, I just paused them because so much was going on and I couldn't keep up with my homework, and I felt like I was falling behind, and to be honest, it was just embarrassing. Anytime I got on Skype with my teacher, I felt stupid. So I told her I need some time to get my ducks back in a row, and then it just kind of fell off and didn't get back into it. My goal is to get back into my lessons starting in January. So for that, I also want to take a road trip with the dogs. Okay, also, I feel like I can't say doggos anymore because I read an article somewhere that doggos isn't cool, it's a millennial thing, but I'm not trying to pretend like I'm not a millennial. I am a millennial. I want to focus on long form video content like YouTube. I have a lot of reasons for why I want to focus on long form video content, but to keep it short, that's where my passion lies. I'm a very long-winded person. For all of you friends who sit here and watch my videos from start to finish or even halfway through, I appreciate you so much. Just the fact that you're willing to spend 5 to 10 minutes out of your day to watch my videos, that means so much to me. And I really want to continue to get better as a video creator and to continue putting out videos in a truly authentic way. On the topic of YouTube, I hope to reach 100K subscribers. I feel like it's possible, and that would be such an incredible milestone for me personally. I never thought I could ever reach that number on YouTube. Instagram was my main platform for 7-8 years, and to be able to reach 100K on YouTube, I can kind of give myself permission to lean more into that, and Instagram doesn't have to be that main platform anymore. Am I making any sense? I don't know. Let's move on. I used to take Fridays off. It was my life admin day. I would go work from a coffee shop, but I would spend it doing things that brought me joy, whether it was studying Korean or checking off things and appointments that I never really had time to do during the week. I'll link some life admin videos down below if you want to check it out. Like I said, the latter half of 2022, I really started to feel disconnected and just burnt out and sick, all the things. So I wasn't taking Fridays off, and I really want to get back there again. Definitely starting in January, I want to go back to taking my Fridays off, personal/life admin days. There's a couple house things that I want to do. These are just some of my goals. They're not all of my goals. I still have some more personal and professional things I want to think through, but for the sake of this video, I just wanted to show you my process. So I brained up my goals, and then I'll go through and categorize them. I'll then go through and decide when I want to focus on that goal. To me, this is the most impactful part of goal setting, because then you are starting to delegate different goals for different quarters. Again, I have more goals that I want to add to this, but I feel like I need to sit in silence and not be filming to really let it all sink in. Now I want to walk you through what it really looks like to dissect a goal and why I do this. So I have a template for when you set a new goal. You don't have to fill this out for every goal, because some goals are really simple and you don't need to write a whole essay on it. But for taking Fridays off, I need to remind myself why I did it in the first place. I try to write these statements as if they're already happening, like a true manifestation. The most important part of setting goals, filling out this one pager, is writing your supporting actions. A few things need to happen before I'm able to just jet off on a Friday. One of my supporting actions is to rework my workflow for my recurring tasks. Okay, if Slow Brew Sunday comes out on Sunday and I want to have that done by Thursday, I need to have the first draft by Tuesday. So I need to better define the different checkpoints. My due date is the month I plan to do this task. I'm marking it as January. Essentially, this would populate into Q1. For me, the best way to achieve a goal is to kind of put my blinders up and not think about my 12 other goals that I set for the year, but to focus on the one or two goals, the one or two high-level tasks for that month, and to really just focus my attention on January. And then I'll focus my attention on February and March, and anything that I don't get done in that month, I can easily just drag it over to another month. It's not a big deal. After I write down my high-level supporting actions, then I would go down to 2023 tasks, and that's where I would write the more granular to-do list thing. I'm going to take some time now to go through and fill out the supporting actions for my goals, maybe write down some more goals, and just take some me time to reflect. Hi friends, it's already dark here, but I've had a lot of fun going through all of my different goals and writing down the supporting actions. And as I go through my year, I'll just be focused on the goals quarter by quarter. I can easily drag and drop things that don't feel necessary to complete in that month at that time. Not everything is a priority, and this system really gives me a reality check for those types of things. All right, friends, thank you so much for tuning in for my 2023 plan with me. I hope this gives you lots of ideas and jumping off points for you when you plan your year. There are lots of resources waiting for you in the description, so just be sure to check all of that out. Thank you to Notion again for sponsoring today's video. Let's keep the conversation going in the comments. Share what goals you're proud of that you reached in 2022, and share a couple goals that you're working towards in 2023. I would love to be there to cheer you on, and I know everyone else in this community would also love to cheer you on as well. That's it for today's video. I'll see you all next week in week 4 of the Align Your Year Challenge. Bye, friends.